OFM Sport.
Looking well bowled. I think Aiden was saying yesterday, when you're up against a team who you think you should beat, it's not that simple. And of course you clean them out 45 for 4, whatever it was. How do you stay focused when that happens?
Yeah, look, it was a bit difficult. We've never played them. We haven't seen much of them. I was able to see a few of the warm-up games that they played. Even looked at the 2024 World Cup. So yeah, that's pretty much the information we had. And then it was, do the skills that you do best. Swing the ball in the power play. Obviously, challenge them up front with the new ball. Try keep it as simple as possible. But it was pretty trial and error against these guys because we haven't seen much of them.
Just in these conditions, do you think obviously you're a good new ball option, but what do you think makes you dangerous with the new ball in these kinds of conditions?
I think a bit of bounce, presenting the seam well, and then obviously being able to bowl slow balls in the power play as well. The guys never know what's coming next, so just to keep them guessing, but also be very accurate with the new ball.
Match Lungi well bowled. Obviously, you guys have 2 more big games now at Ahmedabad, and now after seeing the wicket, did it behave the way that you guys sort of thought it would? That's the first part, and the second part, I know you're a bowler, but on the batting, there was a period in the middle overs where Tristan and David had to consolidate a bit, and runs weren't coming as easily for like 3 or 4 overs. I was just wondering, the second part of the question, what they were saying about that.
Yeah, we did play the way we thought it would. Obviously, we had played a series against India before, and with the new ball, it did do quite a bit. So we knew that it was going to be tough up front for the new guys. They came out and said that. And then in the middle, obviously, they had strung together a few good overs, and that's T20 cricket. You've got to absorb the pressure, transfer when you can, and that's exactly what the guys did. They came off and told us that it's still not easy to bat out there if you're hitting a good line in length. And then, obviously, the change-ups were also a bit challenging, but we've got world-class finishers, so they were able to do the job. But I think having them four down, after the power play, that was a massive bonus for us.
What would you say is par on this wicket?
Look, I think 180, it seems like a very good wicket. And there's periods in the game where, like you saw with them, they got in and you can capitalize on that. Even when we played India, like I say, it was a pretty good batting deck. So, yeah, we were thinking around 180. As the bowlers, we were willing to take that.
I just wonder what you might say to Canadians who maybe aren't terribly familiar with cricket and they're trying to understand how well or badly their team did. What would you tell them?
I think they did very well tonight. With the bowling, our guys obviously got off to a good start, but they were able to bring the game back, and that's what T20 cricket is about, being able to apply some pressure as well. They got, I think, 4 wickets in that middle period. That's world-class for any team. You take that, especially after the start we got. And then for us to have them 4 down in the power play and still be able to bat out their 20 overs, that's just as good as well. So they can be very proud of what they did tonight. They put us under pressure at certain stages of the game, but obviously we were able to pull it back, but I think they can be very proud of their game tonight.
Is your bum okay?
It's actually not my bum. I fell on my hip, so yeah, I think in that moment, obviously, you're just trying to restrict as many runs as possible. But yeah, I'm okay. I'll be fine. Sure.